Hello everybody and welcome to more action from the Inaugural. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit bringing you the final best of three for today. It's Zephyr up against MiTH. Zephyr, well, the American Korean boys, well, Americans in Korea, mixed in with Sexy Bambo, the old Dutchman. We've got a best of three here between two teams who started off their Group A campaign with a loss. Yesterday we saw Zephyr suffer defeat to RRQ in a tragic 2-1 loss. It was a close series, but unfortunately Zephyr could not come through when it mattered under pressure. As for MiTH, they got stomped by Titan 2-0. Neither game, I would say, particularly close. So far, Titan has just been walking over the competition here in Group A with a 2-0 over MiTH yesterday. Today, 2-0 over RRQ. Tomorrow, they're up against Zephyr, and they're just looking to 6-0 this group. They're absolutely on a tear right now. And we're going to see, though, who's going to be taking that second place. Right now, RRQ making the best claim for it. They're sitting on 1 win, 1 loss after today's loss to Titan. Their result's going to be up to their final match tomorrow against MiTH. But MiTH and Zephyr, both teams with a shot here. Whoever wins this will pick up their first win, and especially for MiTH. If they win today and then beat RRQ tomorrow, they're in second place. So this is especially important for them. For Zephyr, they still got 2 matches left as well. If they win both, they're likely to go through. Even if they just win today, we could still see a 3-way tie for second place. So Zephyr, they just need to get a win under their belt one way or another to try and keep their hopes and dreams alive to advance out of this Group A. In my opinion, the tougher of the two groups. In Group B, we have actually, Group B is not resolved just yet, but MiTH are currently 2-0 in Group B. Execration are 1-2.
10 seconds remaining.
Is that correct, or are they 2-1? No, Execration are 1-2. They lost to Orange Esports. Remaining. So Execration are 1-2. Orange Esports are 1-1. They still have to play MiTH. And then finally, the last team in that group is MVP Phoenix. MVP Phoenix finishing 1-2 as well. They actually did manage to get a win against Orange Esports. So that group is in a weird spot right now. We could see MiTH 3-0 the group and then a 3-way tie for second place, or we could see Orange Esports beat MiTH, and then we get a 2-way tie for first place, which is going to be dealt with the head-to-head matchup, giving Orange first place, MiTH second place, and those two teams advance, and then the 2-way tie for third doesn't matter. So it comes down to that Orange versus MiTH matchup. If Orange lose, however, then the 3-way ties, we have to look to resolve those, which is dependent on the win-loss records of the various teams in those best of three. So if you've taken games in the series you lost, if you lost 2-1, it works better in your favor. So those results we'll kind of address later on tomorrow, which is the final day, I believe, for the Inaugural, as we're going to get things underway here, though. It is time. The draft almost complete, as we'll take a look at what we've actually seen here, what's going on with the two drafts. It is going to be Zephyr on the Radiant side. They go straight into a Sand King Batrider, so they get the Bambo Batrider. Yesterday we saw this tear apart RRQ in Game 1, and then after that, Game 2 and 3, it was banned up both times. And I don't think MiTH saw just how powerful that Bambo back could be, or otherwise I think they'd lean towards banning that over the Invoker or Ember Spirit, because Zephyr not known for their Invoker play, and their Ember Spirit play, I haven't seen them use it that much, that effectively. I think you're much better off banning heroes like Batrider against them. The Sand King, Aosin's go-to support. Then they get the Blitz TA, Dazzle for Purge, and then the Luna for Aosin. That's going to be for Corey. That's going to be their carry hero of sorts. So they've got a Dazzle, Luna, Sand King, Trilance for MiTH. They've gone Centaur, Shadow Shaman to open up the draft. Probably going to be GobGB playing the center as the offlane player. Shadow Shaman, normally in the hands of TNK, but we'll see if it's him or Boombell playing it. And they go actually Viper mid, so it's going to be a Viper versus TA matchup there. Morphling going to be Lakel's here, and then a Rubik to finish things off as their final support. So it'll actually be TNK on the support, Rubik with Boombell playing the Shadow Shaman. So let's get ourselves into the game momentarily. Let's hope I haven't messed up my overlays too much. Oh no, we're actually doing good so far. Phew! Can be rest assured that this, at least the start of this first game, goes all right. Yeah, we're doing okay. There we go. But yeah, this is our final best of 3 for today. There's also action going on, as all of you know, on Star Ladder. So we've got Star Ladder going on with LD, Merlini, Shiva, K-pop Toasters, and all of those guys in Kiev. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. Applying for a Ukrainian visa in Australian is kind of tricky. There's no Ukrainian embassy in LA, so I couldn't actually get there. But I'm here casting some good old SEA Korean Dota now. And there's also some Chinese Dota going on. If you want to watch, I think it's Tongfu up against CIS. Mostly Chinese Dota. Black, the German carry player, is actually in China playing for CIS. They're over on the BTS2 stream. So Zayuri is streaming on BTS2 for the WPC. But We're going to get ourselves into the game. Quick pause coming out. It's not MiTH Trust. MiTH Trust, every single time I cast these guys, it's like, draft over, quick pause. Someone reconnect, someone's got to sort out some issue. It looks like this time around it's going to be GobGB. Just fixing things out as we see exactly what's going to be coming out of the way with these two drafts, the lanes here. Zephyr, probably fairly expected. You see Bambo off lane, safe lane, tri lane, mid lane for Blitz. You can see Erison go for some early roams, but I don't think we see any sort of an offensive tri lane out from them. I just don't think it's necessary when Bambo can safely offlane. Batrider is just one of those great offlanes. He can get so much out of the lane. Centaur is going to be the last hero for MiTH, which hasn't been picked up. It's so true. I just said that, Bambo. Every game indeed. It's unfortunate, but there's some truth to it. At least the game's starting relatively on time. We started maybe 5 minutes past the scheduled time, but for the most part, the SEA tournament for the inaugural has gone really smooth. I got to say, I'm happy with that. A big shout out to Raymond, Reaper something. What am I? Oh god, I'm missing his name up here. Rage and Reap. That's it. Rage and Reap. Raymond, our admin for the tournament. What a mouthful, Rage and Reap. He's actually helped keep everything run smoothly on track of time. It looks like Zephyr's ready to go. MiTH Trust are ready as well. A nice short pause. That's going to make me happy as we get ourselves into our best of 3. Oh, I need to get comfy. There we go. Lounge back. I'm on a different setup, guys. I do apologize. It's only a 720p stream. I said it as if it's a bad thing. 720p stream should be looking pretty smooth, but we're normally streaming on 1080p. But the studio for that is being used for WPC on BTS2. I'm actually using Ben's computer for streaming, Mr. Molini Wu, the commissioner, the officer's PC, because we don't have a proper secondary studio set that I can run on my own with everyone in Kiev. Quick emergency. That sounds serious, Aosin. Jeebus. I'm not sure what that may be, but we'll see what it's going to be. It looks like MiTH Trust is going with a standard safe lane tri lane, and we'll probably see the same from Zephyr. So we'll see probably slightly more roaming ganking potential from the Dire team. MiTH Trust with their offensive, with their tri lane, with the Rubik and Shadow Shaman. They've got one smoke on them to start things off. They can look to maybe rotate mid fairly early on, get a kill on the TA. Maybe just wait till Viper hits level 6, but probably expect to see Purge pick up a pretty early TP scroll on Dazzle. Once he's got the money for it, even before he bides boots or anything, I think he picks up a TP just in case when he sees these supports with a smoke and just with the potential to go aggressive and ganking, you want to have that TP scroll. Because if you can TP Grave, save a teammate, even without turning things around, just saving a teammate, it's well worth that early investment into a TP. Bambo at top, he's been pulled 2 tangos, Observer Ward. We'll introduce our 2 teams. Let's do that. I'll start things off on a right note here. It's going to be Team Zephyr, the mostly American team living in Korea. We've got Sexy Bambo playing the offlane Batrider, Blitz on the solo mid Templar Assassin. Your tri-lane's going to be Purge on the Dazzle, Aosin playing his signature Sand Corey on the Luna, and then we look towards the MiTH Trust side. We've got GobGB, the offlane player on the Centaur. It'll be Arba playing the solo mid Viper, Lekels on his trademark hero Morphling as the carry player, Boombell on the Shadow Shaman, and then finally TNK playing the Rubik for your tri-lane for MiTH Trust. So I swear, every time I see Zephyr play, Aosin is on Sand King. This guy is a Sand King specialist. It's a really good hero, and I think you can. It's worth picking the hero in the first 2 picks of a game, but I don't know about doing that every game. I just feel like it's really pigeonholing him into this one role. And you can see teams don't ban it out because it's not like saying you need to ban it. I think it just kind of makes your playstyle too predictable because Sand King cannot really offensive tri-lane. So when you first 2 pick Sand King, you're basically telling your opponents when are offensive tri-laning. That to me is it's something that can be exploited by teams. It means they can go for greedy lineups with well, maybe you can offensive tri-lane if you know your opponents have a jungler. I guess Sand King can occasionally offensive tri-lane, but assuming your opponents have 2 good level 1, any level 1 supports, you're not going to offensive tri-lane with a Sand King. So that's when MiTH Trust can just make their lanes around that fact. They know they need to pick up an offlaner who's not going to be in a 1v1 matchup. Because often you see some offlaners who don't excel in 1v1 matchups. Like if you pick something like a safe lane solo Clinks against Centaur, against some melee here like a Centaur, even a Nyx Assassin, it can be a bit of a mismatch if you get a strong offensive tri-lane, but you know Zephyr are never going to do that because of this early Sand King pick. So to me, it's something that Zephyr need to be careful about doing every single game. I'm fine with them doing it occasionally, but I don't think they should be doing it every single game, even if it is Aosin's best hero. I think they need to be just diversifying a bit, picking up supports like Shadow Shaman, AA, Even running junglers like Chen Enchantress every now and then. I think just the fact they're only confident in going for the Sand King. I don't think it's that they're not confident in Aosin's hero pool. I think it's just they feel that Sand King is a must pick hero just for what this hero does. But I just don't think that's the case. Like, the hero's good and all, but I don't think he's that fantastic. He puts you into this passive state of play in the early game. He needs to often catch up with the jungle stacks and all that. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. But for now, pause coming out. Zephyr just sorting out a thing or two. What's going on here? Hopefully everything's okay for the most part. As I got word from Blitz earlier today. He's like, alright, yesterday didn't go so well, but today's take 2. So he seemed, I'm not confident, but he seemed ready for to take on the challenge that is MiTH Trust. And MiTH Trust, after a loss yesterday, this is an important match for them. So it's not like this is the first match, MiTH versus Zephyr, and neither team's under pressure. It's not just Zephyr. Zephyr, I'd say, don't have that much pressure on them. They don't have huge expectations to beat these top ICA teams. But for MiTH Trust, a loss here, and they're likely knocked out of the tournament. There's still a small chance of a 3-way tie for second place, but after a loss yesterday, this really does put them back against the wall. And an important match to win. So we'll see what they have in mind here, as looks like they gave 1 observer to Centaur. Yeah. So both teams doing very identical things, pulling their offlaners with a couple of Tangos, as well as an observer ward. We'll see Centaur run down and plant a ward. Well, there's a ping here. I'm wondering if that's going to be where the ward is, but there's plenty of spots you can do it. You can go for the trademark pub ward, which is the one that scouts the rune as well as gives you good vision in the trees. You can go for a ward like over here, which you sometimes see, and sometimes further down, this spot, or if you really want, you can start thinking about blocking the pool, which is like underneath here, this line here, sometimes hiding in the trees, sometimes you go further just in over here. There's even spots over here. So the main thing for Centaur is try make sure you don't get dewarded. There is no sentries, so actually dewarding is not going to be an option here, as I don't think there's any money for sentries. Nope. So no sentry play coming out from... Actually, Sand King, yeah, he's got money. He can buy sentries if they want to. Probably see that maybe happen if they block the pull, but if he just plops some observer ward somewhere along here, I don't think sentries is really an option. It's so hard to figure out where the ward is. Getting that D-ward is. It's like a 1 in 3 chance you get it when there's so many different spots. Like 2 along the top, a couple along here, a couple along here. It's like, to me, it's like a 1 in 3 chance, maybe a 1 in 2 chance you get it, but it's very hard to do so. But with the pull block, maybe you have to use both sentries, but even if you use both sentries to de-ward it, you at least get access to pull, which guarantees you some farm and levels. So, well, we'll see. Bit of a long pause coming out. As, let's see what the ETA is going to be. I want to know what's up. I want to get things underway. It's okay. I can just pop up some other stuff on my second stream, on my second monitor maybe. Oh, look, there's this cool tournament going on. Maybe I should watch that during pauses. Just start casting Star Ladder during the breaks, during downtime. Oh, that'd be classic. Oh, man. There we go. I need to make sure it's muted. Okay, it looks like Zephyr already. Looks like the first game's over. I don't know who won. I saw Ferrari had 2 rapiers. I don't know if he won the game, but I assume he won the game. It looked pretty crazy. Okay. Okay, so it looks like IG won against Roxkiss in the first tiebreaker. Double rapiers from Ferrari. Jesus. What a player. What a freaking player. So first tiebreaker's over there. Right now it's in Group B tiebreakers between Na'Vi, IG, and Roxkiss. So IG won their first match. If they beat Na'Vi, they go through in second place in the group. Which is great. Which is what you want. But if Na'Vi beat IG and then beat Roxkiss as well, they get second place. Or we may see another 3-way tie, which is where we go to tiebreakers. But alright, we can close that off now. We're back underway. The pause is over. Bambo does get scattered out, swinging through, so they're expecting a ward to be planted somewhere. They don't know if it's going to block the pull or if it's just over here somewhere giving vision for now. They may find out soon enough, but...
30 seconds to battle.
Oh. Centaur. He went for the little jungle ward. Nothing too crazy about it. No sentries yet. Aosin's saving up money. He's going to want to get fast boots, which is, I think, is a good way to play the Sand King. I kind of like this build from him. Starting off with minimal items, he'll go for fast boots, which also helps him out with an early gank. If he wants to go for an early gank on Arbor at mid lane with the Dazzle, you need to have boots on the Sand King to break the distance, get the stun off. Even with a stun plus poison touch and a Shadow Wave, getting that kill is going to be quite tricky to do. Purge will scout the Invis rune. He should just pick it up, burn it. I don't think there's too much he can really do. He can maybe think about harassing Arbor at mid lane. He's actually gone for poison attack, so no corrosive, no nether toxin means you can actually harass him a decent amount if he wanted to, but I guess Blitz says, look, I'm going to be fine here. I'm going to have a fast bottle. Don't have to worry too much about me. So he's just going to go bottom. Centaur shouldn't be giving up any sort of a first blood here, but you never know. Sanking without boots. Centaur does have boots. He can pick up a stun if they go on him, so it should be unlikely we see any sort of first blood action here, although he will play as far back as possible. Knowing Purge has an Invis rune, as well as there being a Sanking. I think Purge just wants to start right-clicking him at some point. He'll realize that this Centaur's playing so cautiously. You may as well start getting pot shots off, and not going to happen just yet. He's hiding in the trees. He's waiting for Centaur to move forward, and Centaur... he's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. It's going a bit further forward. They just can't kill... I guess... yeah. Oh, he tangoed... that was weird, Purge. He turned to tango through and get a poison touch, but they were never going to get that kill. Centaur is boots. He levels up return now after waiting it out a bit, so if Shadow Shaman does come in and start giving pot shots, it's not going to matter. And this creep equilibrium has been lost, so Corey not really maintaining it there. I think it was probably because of the Centaur's block. He blocks it so the range creep dies first, and with that, the creep equilibrium's completely messed up. So this will help Centaur get farm under his tower, gets the last hit, gets 2 last hits, and also gets himself already probably level 3 out of this as well. Yeah, he'll get level 3 with this next creep wave coming in, so really nicely played. I think Zephyr missed a chance to pull. Once they realize they have a double range creep, they need a pull, because this second creep wave that came in should have been pulled and then should have been double pulled. So I think that was a bit of a misplay from their supports. I mean, this is one of those small things you look at in the early game, but I think if you look at your EGs, your Navis, your Empires, whatever it may be, those are the kind of misplays they don't do, and that really add up. Like, one play like that, and suddenly Centaur, he's level 3. He's got a ton of XP. That's a lot of experience, not to mention farm. He's got 4 last hits, which is a lot, and now he can come in and contest the pull. He's got boots, he's got return, he even picked up a stout shield all of a sudden. They're going to stun him up here. There's a rotation from your Bambo Batrider, and he's actually got boots. So he may give up first blood. He maybe have gone a bit too aggressive. Got GB on the run here. Regen rune. Not going to be picked up. There is a Burrow Strike in a couple of seconds from Sand King. Burrow. Oh, nice hoof stomp. That's going to slow down Aeos, and that's going to actually prevent him from catching up. And with the tower there, no potential kill. So really nicely played by the Centaur. He's getting so much out of this offlane already. You compare that to Bambo, who's sort of forced to rotate to the jungle. He's going to look to stack a few camps. Like early edge to MiTH Trust. And this is where you can see just the experience of a team like MiTH Trust coming into play. Zephyr, by no means unexperienced. They've got some great quality players, but you look at just what I feel like what the supports did there in the early game, and it's just not the most efficient play. They are going to look for another kill on Gob GB. As Zephyr, they really love to get aggressive with their supports, but Sand King Dazzle, not exactly a good aggressive combo. They tried to get a kill on Daz on TA, it looks like. Shadow Shaman rotating mid. That was even a smoke. They started off with a smoke. It's been used up, so that was a solo smoke towards mid lane. Doesn't get any action, doesn't get any blood, so the Batrider being there helps out, and I think it was a bit of an ambitious smoke attempt from Boombell. There's Arbor. Doing just fine. 16 last hits to the 11 on Blitz. He's so far ahead on this matchup. The Centaur there will help him out as far as get detection on Blitz if he ever does go for a kill, which may happen at level 6, although for now, out of mana, does have the bottle. I don't know where all this mana went. Jesus. Does he get... what actually burns through his mana? He's just spamming poison attack, I guess. That's a lot of poison attack spam to run out of mana, including with bottle up. There's going to be a Burrow Strike coming in. This is a gank from Zephyr. There will be a TP. This is your Centaur TPing as well. This will probably save Arbor's life. Hoopstop only going to catch Blitz. Nice dodge from Aosin. Blitz now still in some trouble. Viper unfortunately cannot move forward. He's scared of another Burrow Strike from Aosin. Doesn't have the mana for it, but Blitz will survive. Viper also will get the 4-minute rune. Finds an invis at bottom, and he's going to bottle it up, refill his bottle, and he's good to go again. Meanwhile, top lane, Lakel's fast bassering wants his T1 tower. Right now, no one's actually here to defend this. Oh dear. This could be a fast tower. Bambo's making his way here, but he needs to be careful. One shackle, and he could go down. He knows the waveform's on cooldown, so he may try to get a bit more aggressive. Hits Lakel's, draws the creep out, well, a creep aggro, but next creep wave coming in. And I think we're seeing this tier 1 tower go down. I don't see any way Zephyr can defend this unless they TP in heroes now. Sand King, he's at base, can buy a TP, but he's level 2, so nothing he can do about this. Tower goes down to the die, doesn't get last hit, but it's still a tower nonetheless. Well, Kells, he's up to 900 gold. Is this going to be a MiTH from him? With this amount of gold saved up, it could well be. He's morphed almost everything to agility. That's always fun to see. Look at that. Sub 500 HP on a Morphling. Close to that MiTH if he wants to buy it. And Sankin going to pick up a smoke, but just level 2. So Asen, looking at these two supports, level 2 on both of them, I feel like they just need to be using this pull a lot more often. We see this pull going on here, but Purge isn't even leeching the experience. He can go kill these Mud Golems if you want to. That's decent XP as well as money. Purge just hugging his tower, though. I think he's maybe a bit afraid of this Centaur. And well, Mud Golem gonna get chopped to pieces. That creep getting the, well, he would get experience if he was a hero. What a hero he was. In my eyes, you're a hero, Mr. Creep, and you'll die a hero's death here to this other Mud Golem. Well, game 1 underway with a fairly slow start. No kills just yet. Both teams going for early aggression, but not finding the kills. Boots up on both the MiTH supports. They're rotating mid, and this is the difference between the two teams. MiTH have a level 4 Rubik and Shadow Shaman about to hit level 3. Compare that to the Sand King, who's level 2. I think Dazzle did end up hitting level 3. No, he's still level 2, and they're going to go in here and blitz in the mid lane with the Central. This will be first blood. Blitz is going to go down Arbor with the last hit.
With the poison twice.
There's a double minus. Oh man, the minuses come at the exact same time. Both carries. Going to be pretty happy about that one. As oh, Centaur actually coming into the jungle here, contesting the Batrider stack. I think they realize there's a huge stack here, and Centaur wants to try and steal at least experience from this. Blitz going to TP himself back towards the lane. Centaur maybe wants to like position himself on the high ground above this, because he can leech XP from here. But for now, it looks like Bambo will be able to get this stack on his own without any Centaur intrusions. As MiTH going to rotate their supports now level 3 and level 4. So still level 3 and level 4 after getting that kill on mid lane. Mikkel's still farming away. I feel like Luna is... The later this goes, Morphling gets an advantage. Luna's more that kind of mid-game carry. Like, Morphling with just Lincoln doesn't offer a whole lot to the team, but once he gets a shotgun up, he can do a whole lot more. They've got 4 heroes mid Zephyr, but it just feels like they're really grouping up a lot of heroes here for the time being.
Denied.
And GobGB's gotten so much out of this offlane. He's got Magic 6 Stout Shield boots. He's level 4.5. I guess you look at Bambo, who's actually higher level than him now, but I feel like the Centaur, when he got the experience in farm, was just at times he shouldn't have. And they're thinking about a kill here on the Luna. They have an Observer Ward. Actually, both teams have an Observer Ward here, so they're scouting one another out. Zephyr may be spotting out the Observer Ward being planted here, so Luna should be able to play this fairly safe, knowing what's coming his way. Meanwhile, the smoke has been used. Aosin with a level 2 Burrow Strike. With that, Shadow Shaman could be a potential kill here. Viper Arbor rotated bottom, but the Observer, I think, scouts him out, rotating, and now the kill in mid lane. I don't think Boombell's go away. He dodges the Psionic Trap! The stun coming in as well. This is a Viper TP. They will kill a Boombell. Will Viper get any retaliation here? Unfortunately, it was a long TP. I'm surprised it was such a long TP. Rubik and Viper somehow TP in at the same time? Shouldn't Viper's TP have been faster? That was weird. Both of them seem to have a 4-second TP. I don't know. Either way, Zephyr get away with that one. I think Shadow Shaman maybe TP'd mid earlier, so the first TP in from the Viper was 4 seconds, and maybe it reset for the Rubik or something. Either way, both heroes arrive at the same time. Well, 1 kill apiece. Looks like MiTH want to go for a smoke here. Oh, don't get spotted by this ward. They're so close to being in range. This ward, you can see this little green line of vision. Well, they're going to serve for a smoke, and I don't think that was actually spotted out. They leave Shadow Shaman mid once again. Into the jungle they go, and they're going to run right into Bambo, who's just used Firefly. It's on cooldown. They're pinging bottom lane. TNK may see the Batrider and go for him instead. They're going to... Bambo on the run. Gets hit once. He's trying to stack this. And Arbor wants him without Firefly. He's going to get away. He's too fast, it looks like. 335 movement speed to the 340 of the Batrider. That's unfortunate. He also gets the stack off, so he can come back and kill the stack later on. Batrider MiTH. Jeez, that's so greedy from Bambo. He could have had a Blink Dagger here to control the tempo of the game, but instead he gets a MiTH. I mean, it's not bad by any means. It'll help his late game item pickup, but it gives him his team so little to fight with right now. And Morphling still just... It's basically saying, look, your Morphling can farm. He doesn't have to worry about a Blink Batrider ganking him. Meanwhile, Corey at bottom lane, he's going to get caught up by a Viper Strike. It looks like MiTH not going to commit to it. They see Purge sitting behind him with a Shadow Wave. 2 points in the grave as well. Not going to go for it. Meanwhile, Bambo at mid lane. He's used his MiTH once. He's creep skipping. He's doing a good job of just applying pressure. Kills off a creep wave as well. He's going to kill off some neutrals here. I still worry, though. Giving Lakel's free farm is never a good idea.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, Mambo already 660 gold. So he does slow down his blink with this MiTH pickup, but the blink will still come maybe only like 3 minutes after this slower. Oh my god, Zephyr. Triple MiTH Dota. Blitz now gets a MiTH of his own. These guys just filthy with their MiTH pickups.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's just kind of what we saw like when 6.8 first came out, but teams have kind of stopped doing this. But Zephyr seems to think it's still the way to play things. And I think with some of these heroes that really benefit from the MiTH, TA I think is great MiTH hero. Luna not bad as well, but it means what we're looking at here, which is a 0 gold difference on gold, is actually more like a 5k gold advantage from MiTH Trust right now, because these MiTHs do not help Zephyr fight. So MiTH Trust, if they see this triple MiTH, they'll think, okay, this game's kind of even, but they've got 3 2k gold items, which don't help them fight at all. So MiTH Trust should be looking to take fights. Sure, Morphling has a MiTH and wants to farm as well, but this Morphling, even just with max waveform, at level 9 he'll have a point in Replicate to give him some mobility around the map. He can actually come to fights. He can do quite a lot. They're going to stampede forward looking for Blitz, but unfortunately not going to actually latch onto him. That was a bit of misfortune. Well, I don't even know if it's misfortune, just poor execution with the stampede there. I think they really thought they had the shackles there for Blitz. Arbor now working on a mech for his
Radiant's
Viper.
middle tower is under attack.
Once that mech's up, that's where this MiTH Trust can really start to fight, man. They'll have mech plus Lincolns. At the same time, Batrider, his main goal right now is get the blink up. Get blink up as fast as bloody possible for Bambo, and it'll help out this this Zephyr team a lot right now. As we do have Sankin getting the farm at the top lane. That gets him up to level 6. He's working on what looks to be Blink Dagger after his Tranquil Boots. We saw the Tranquil Boots out from net last game on the Titan Sanking, so it seems to be becoming more and more popular for Sanking players to get the Tranquils. I think it's okay when you've got Arcane Boots on teammates. Like that game we had a Bane as well as a Tiny, both with Arcane Boots, but this game around none of his teammates have Arcane Boots. So I think I'd prefer to see the Arcane Boots just because no one else is going for them on the team. Ooh, Arbor thinks about a Viper Strike, actually gets cancelled. T1 Tower goes for the 9, not going to get it. Viper gets the last hit. Arbor though, with that last hit, that's going to get him well on the way towards his mech. Just needs another sort of 600 gold for the Buckler. Blitz, man, gotta be careful. Arbor strikes forward. He was looking for that initiation. The haste room was there, but the creep wave actually blocking him out. And now Purge going to go for a bit of a D-ward here. He needs to be careful himself. The smoke is being used from MiTH Trust. I don't think they really want Purge. I think they'd rather kill someone like the Luna, but they're going to smoke down towards this jungle here. Run into Bambo momentarily. He uses a MiTH just as his Firefly wears off. Is he going to try and kill this? He's been pinged out. They know he's there, and they want him. Boombell's been revealed from smoke. They're not going to catch him. Bambo playing it safe. Normally you'd often go for those 2 extra little Wild Wing kills, and they're going to swing back mid. I think Blitz may be in some trouble. He's going to run. Oh my god, he's just avoiding this gank. The Observer, he scouts up Boombell. Oh, that's just... Unfortunately, if Boombell hadn't revealed his smoke earlier on with Bambo, that would have likely succeeded that kill. Everything going right for Zephyr in the early game. 1 kill apiece, 13 minutes in. When you've got triple MiTH Dota going, you don't want to be seeing lots of kills early on. You want to be seeing this kind of a slow passive game. As Aosin getting the time and space to farm a Blink Dagger at top lane. And this is just some greedy play from Zephyr, and they're getting away with it because of the Morphling. Morphling who will have a Lincoln here. They do have to worry about how farm the kills is going to get, but when they've got triple MiTH heroes, it's still okay for them. They do get the Centaur Blink now for MiTH Trust, and with this, I think they needed... This is, to me, what they should have waited for before going for all these smoke ganks. They needed that Blink Initiator, which is the Centaur. I'm surprised they kept using these smokes when they didn't have a Blink Dagger up, but they'll go for it now. They've got Boombell's Serpent Wards. I think they're going to go for a T1 Tower push here and try to find a pick-off if they can. Purge throws a Shadow Wave out. If Centaur catches him with a Hoof Stomp, he's as good as dead. Serpent Wards do get dropped here. Purge is under the tower. Not sure if they actually saw him tuck his way in there, so we'll see if they check it or not. Purge is just going to watch his tower go down. Don't go for that. Deny Purge. Yeah. If he reveals himself, he's screwed. He's going to walk out. This is... Stay high. Okay, he's safe now. MiTH Trust have rotated towards mid lane. Bambo actually getting caught out. He hasn't bought his Blink yet. He's 5 gold short. Doesn't get a chance to buy it. Centaur uses the Stampede. Could Blink to the high ground on the other side. Meanwhile, top lane, it looks like Sanking and Morphling just battling it out. Blitz does get caught up by a Hoof Stomp, but he's well on his way out here. The Centaur now. Centaur says hello to his brother. Hello, Centaur. The Conqueror versus the War Runner. This Conqueror is not conquering anything. Maybe some ancient stacks. That's what he's going to look to conquer, as he does get the pull off. But MiTH saw it up there, so they know that this Ancient stack is likely coming, and it's something they can even look to steal. Like, they would happily drop Serpent Wards if it means they're stealing a triple or quad Ancient stack. Persh just sitting behind this mid lane now, looking to protect Blitz at all costs. Aosin's up to 1k gold. He gets Blink stunned. Waveform to follow. Double Edges there and enough burst damage. They bring down Aosin at top. That's Lakel's Linken's Fear. 15 minutes in. Midas Linken's Brown Boots. Oh boy, and now they want Blitz at mid. They get the Viper Strike to start things off. There's a Dust to follow with a Hex. Blitz now. Shackles is there after the Aether Shock, and Blitz should go down 1 or 2 more right clicks. Just enough damage to bring him down. The Flame breaks half a second too late from Bambo. What's he actually bought here? He's used his money. I think that's a Blink Dagger coming out here. He's used the Lasso on the Centaur. Blink now up if he wants to blink forward. Gets mech'd up by the Viper, and unfortunately with Viper here, I don't think Bambo is too scared to chase. The Corrosive Skin will also proc on the Firefly, so it makes it hard to chase as well with the big hit to his movement speed if he goes Fireflying the Viper. And I think this is the timing for MiTH to punish. Sure, your Morphling still wants his Ethereal Blade, but with Blink on Centaur, this triple Midas is really weak for Zephyr. They've just got Batrider with Blink up. That's the only real item they've got, I feel. Sure, Luna's got Helm of the Dominator, but Luna cannot really fight without BKB. The one thing Luna does have is the level 2 Eclipse, which will help out a lot, but that's the main thing they have going for them. It's a 4k gold lead for MiTH, and when you take into consideration there's 3 Midases running on Zephyr, they're really going to struggle to take any sort of a fight right now. And MiTH use that information to their advantage. They're going for a smoke here, trying to find pickoffs. Bamboo gets scattered out near this mid lane, but he's going to TP himself home after getting some... He gets information. The fact that he sees no one there means that they know MiTH are probably off somewhere smoking, either behind the top lane or somewhere in the mid lane. And they're going to find, uh-oh, Blitz. They scatter. Well, the Centaur going to get chopped down as well. Blitz now in some trouble. He gets slowed by the Stampede. There's a Hex, should be a Shackles as well. And Blitz will be going down here. No way you can protect him.
Undefended.
5 kills to 1 here. And this is where Zephyr just need to be able to get themselves on the score. But they're not even going for BKB on Luna. It will be a Manta style. I guess, yeah, Mantis, like, BKB isn't going to counter the Viper Strike, but Morphling, you kind of know he's going to go Shotgun. There's Rubik and Shadow Shaman with disables as well as a Centaur, so I feel like this is definitely a BKB game. It's just whether you get BKB first or you go Manta, then BKB, or Yash at BKB. And the BKB is always nice because it gives you some HP to stay alive with, so we'll see what he looks to do here, as it looks like MiTH we had to get an easy peasy Roche. Bambo's poised around this mid lane. Is he going to go for the snipe? Blink Dagger is there. He's too late. Oh, Blink stun. Bambo's caught out. Waveform forward. Bambo goes down. Oh, MiTH, they know all of your little tricks, Bambo. No sneaking that Roshan Aegis steal today, sir. They saw him coming with the tower vision, and Centaur just blinks up with a hoof stomp before Bambo can react. Now Shadow Shaman has a blink as well, so they get a second blink initiation. Zephyr just not playing their best Dota. Like, I've seen these guys play some... Like, yesterday, when they lost to RIQ, they played so much better than this. I feel... They're just... yesterday, you could see it in Game 3 against RRQ. When they Game 1, they won. Game 2, they should have won, but they barely ended up losing it, and they kind of went on tilt on Game 3. And I feel like that's what we're seeing here. Zephyr's slightly on tilt, not making the best decisions. They've gone for this triple Midas when they didn't need to. I think Blitz could have just gone for a Treads, Drums, Blink Dagger type build. He didn't need to go for his Midas. Bambo! He's a Batrider. What are you thinking going Midas on a Batrider for? This is, I mean, sure, it helps your late game item progression, but you need to be the tempo controller. You need to get that Blink Dagger up as fast as possible. He did this in the KDL Grand Finals against MVP. Sure, it worked there. That's versing MVP. You're versing MiTH, one of the best Southeast Asian teams, and going for a greedy Midas build. Luna, Midas, sure. You're a carry. You often go Midas on Luna. No problem at all with that. But these other two Midases are proven to be a little bit questionable. Like, I know TA is an okay viable Midas hero, but that's when you're playing TA mid as, like, one of your main core heroes. When you got the Luna also going for Midas, I feel like you just can't get away with it as much then. And that's what we're seeing here. Midas is just kind of really crippling Zephyr's mid-game team fight. Lakel's going to TP himself up top, and he's got 2.6k gold, so this shotgun is going to be up in no time at all, and that's a big worry.
Dire's middle tower
Zephyr
has been denied.
Okay, gets denied. Centaur denies it before making his way top, so he'll join up with his team up there. Speaking of his team, they've got the mech on the Viper working on an Ag Scepter, and Centaur's going to be working on the pipe, so they're going to have mech and pipe fairly soon, and that's where... How do you actually fight into MiTH? When they'll have mech pipe with a shotgun and Morphling. Serpent Ward's being dropped down as well. I think team fighting is just not going to be an option. Zephyr are doing the best they can, which is go for a split push at bottom lane, but Morphling's already taking the tier 2, and they may just go to the high ground here. You got to get back and defend Bambo, and now he's not going to have Firefly for the defense. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you want to initiate over the trees, you need the Firefly. Serpent Wards aren't dropped. MiTH Trust are actually high ground. 20 minutes in, they don't need no shotgun, they don't need no pipe. Mech alone is enough, and they're going to find a pickup. They bring down Eos on the Sand King. He didn't have a Blink Dagger anyway, so he wasn't going to find an epicenter really, but offensive weed being used with the Flame Break. Blitz trying to move his way forward. The tier 3 tower looks as good as dead. There's no glyph for this one. Tier 3 tower will go down. MiTH Trust just punishing this MiTH Dota. You cannot go triple MiTHs. Not a MiTH Trust watch, and these Serpent Wards will get cleared up, but that's a tier 3, 20 minutes in the game. MiTH Trust take the high ground. They now have a shotgun just in 700 gold from Morphling. He TP's bottom. Aghanim Scepter up in 600 gold for Arbor. MiTH Trust are coasting. I'm not sure what the plan is for Zephyr here. They need a fight at some point, but they're not going for it anytime soon. Lekels picks up his Ghost Scepter. Curie's flying out to the secret shop, just another 300 gold, and he will have that shotgun. Viper going to be the one just farming up Ancients for now. So they need to clear... Okay, the Ancient Sack's being cleared. I think that was Luna killing it. Luna Corey picks up a Manta Style, but this is all on you, Corey. 0-0 and 0. He's played a flawless game so far, but you look at a hero like Luna, with level 2 Eclipse, you should be trying to take a fight or two. But the problem was, Zephyr played so greedy, they have no way to take a fight. Blitz now going to get caught out of top lane. He's trying to play this split push style of Dota, and he's going to get punished for it. Centaur chops him to pieces with his axe, and it's another kill going MiTH Trust way. Lekels now shotgun completed. Bambo, you're so low. Do not go for this creep wave. Bambo. Oh no, he reveals himself. Morphling, look down. He's going to wait from forward. Okay, he finds Purge instead. Shotgun's Purge, but I think if he saw Bambo there, he wasn't watching bottom lane, he would have realized how easy of a kill Bambo was. He was sitting on like 200 HP. He could have just waved forward and shotgunned. He didn't even need the wave damage. That does get Bambo up to his 4-staff, but... Well, Lekels now. He's in a fantastic position to carry this game. They've still got Aegis for like a good minute and a half. They're going to get a tier 2 tower. They probably won't even use the Serpent Wards for this, I feel, and they can use the Serpent Wards to try to go high ground. Viper now going to make his way with his Aghanim Scepter. Okay, they'll use the Serpent Wards. Okay. I guess at this rate they won't be able to get Raxus with this Aegis. The Aegis will expire, but I don't even think they need the Aegis to get Raxus. They can push high ground without Aegis, or they can wait for the next Roshan if they're really worried, but I think what we'll see is probably just an attempt without... Oh, Bambo. You sneaky son of a gun. Gets the deny, 4 staffs out. Bit of a cheeky play, but at the end of the day, MiTH Trust don't really care about that gold. Like, they're so far ahead. That's just a small amount of gold here. Aosim will farm up what looks to be a Blink Dagger at the top lane. It's still a level 1 epicenter, though. He really needs that level 11 to have any chance of defending. Arbor now with a double damage rune. It's like, oh, he's got a gem for this. If they find Aos, and he could be in trouble. Viper walks in. Oh, he sees it. Viper strikes to start things off. He will go down the low ground. Centaur needs a blink stun. There's going to be a blink stun as well as Shadow Shaman there with a Hex. Viper kills off Aos, and he was just short of his blink. I think he was like 10 gold short of it. They kill him off. Now they can go for a push. There will be a lasso onto the Shadow Shaman. He's got no way out of this one unless he goes for a TP, but he's kind of stuck here. He's going to Shackles. Boom Bell. He's going to get hoof stomped up. TP out, Boom Bell. TP out, TP out. Okay, no time for you. Needed the mech. The mech from the Viper wasn't in range, and Boom Bell will go down. He could have maybe TP'd after the Centaur showed up. Like, he shackled. He could have TP'd. I guess maybe Bambo was saving the Flame Break for it, but once the Centaur comes in with a Blink Stunner, it would have been close. I think he may have died anyways, but end of the day, who cares? Shadow Shaman's dead. Serpent Wards are on quarter anyways, and they're pushing the high ground here. Raxus are exposed. There's no glyph. There's a double damage on your Viper, and MiTH Trust, 23.5 minutes in, are just crushing Zephyr here in game 1. Melee Rex still left alive for now. Sand King is back. But 12 seconds on this bat right. They'll Viper strike up Sand King here. He gets obliterated. The shotgun is more than enough damage up with their Blitz is being forced back. He is not ready to fight. He's trying to work on a BKB, but just about 200 gold away from it. Once you use that MiTH, we'll get to do so, but that's still 40 gold short of a BKB and Raxus. They've now gone down. Batrider respawns. He's got no lasso for 7 seconds. He's trying to find a pick off. Can he 4-star forward and do anything? MiTH Trust may just turn around and fight, though, if he chases, and it looks like he's going for this one. MiTH Trust have turned around with a Stampede. The shotgun is there. No, it's on cooldown. Purge is now going to get Adaptive Strike. He doesn't actually go down. He can't grave off Luna. He's taken too much damage. He's too far away. TA is dead as well. Lekels now says, I'll take your Raxus. May even shotgun Bamboo here. He 4-stars Waves Form forward. Oh, replicate out. He's gone back here. It looks like it's going to be Bambo instead going down. There's your blink in from Shadow Shaman. Gets stunned up though. Eclipse from Corey. Not going to be needed. TNK now in some trouble. He's got no blink or force up to get out. He will go telekinesis. He needs to stun off Corey as well. He does do so with the lift. TNK on the run. Where's your teammate? Centaur's nearby with a blink hoof stomp. No, he's bailed. He's ditched. He says, look man, you're on your own. This Luna has an Eclipse. I do not want to fight. Luna had to buy back for that though. I'm surprised Corey's not going for a BKB, but end of the day, Corey's now level 16. He has a level 3 Eclipse. That's the one saving grace for Zephyr, but without a BKB, he's food in these fights. If he ever gets jumped, he's as good as dead. And I realize this, I realize there's a Viper Strike. It goes through the BKB, but apart from that, all 4 of the other heroes get dealt with by BKB. That's where I'm really surprised Corey's going straight into this butterfly build. That definitely doesn't seem necessary. Purge gets shotgunned down at mid lane. Don't even get time to see that one. It's just too fast. Meanwhile, top, uh-oh, Corey's in trouble. This is where you don't have that BKB. Here comes the Centaur. Stampede forward. Hoof stomp. Double edge. This is going to be close. Corey may just try and fight with the lifesteal here. Eclipse gets cast. The pipe going to block some of that damage. Centaur is going to barely survive this. Oh, here's Shadow Shaman, shows up with a Hink. Sanking actually finished off the Centaur. The Serpent Wards will be there just to ensure the kill. Boomball gets very close to going down. Hug those Serpent Wards. Meanwhile, Sanking, he's on the run. He got the Blink stun to kill off the Centaur, so they killed Luna there, who doesn't have buyback. 70 seconds on the Sanking. Sanking, oh my gosh, he blinked into the kills. Waveform forward, that's a kill. Unstoppable strength. He may just replicate a teammate. Oh no, he got Arcane Double. I was about to say he could replicate up, go back to base and heal, and then go for some more. But Viper actually gets sniped at bottom lane. MiTH giving away a few kills all of a sudden. Like that, Zephyr just doubled their kill tally in the last minute or so. But it doesn't feel like it matters too much. And it looks like Morphling is going back to base to heal with the haste rune. And he's got his replicate heading down south to try find another pickoff. I don't know what Zephyr can do. Like this is just getting ugly. It's only 7.5k gold lead, but it really feels that much worse. It feels much worse than that. Lakel's now picks up a BKB. He knows the importance of BKBs, even if Corey may not. Corey now, he's going to have time to respawn. It looks like MiTH are happy to just wait for the Roshan respawn. They blink in, check it out. It's going to be up in about maybe 45 seconds time. TNK will get to work on a 4-star for himself. As we will see Centaur chopping away at some Ancients here. He's going on for a BKB of his own. Batrider. In Bambo, I feel like he feels he has to play so aggressive with his split push and like it's kind of like Rat Dota without like an actual Rat Dota hero. Morphling found Purge with the replicate. Shotguns him down again. Nothing Purge can do to react in time. He's just too squishy. Bracer plus Cloak. He's food. Well, Barrier Strike has been stolen from TNK. Great little pickup to have as a Rubik. And it looks like they don't care about Roche. They're happy to take a tier 2 tower. They may fall back for Roche after this, knowing that Roshan is respawning soon and not wanting to push high ground against Batrider. Sanking. Corey's kind of semi-baiting at the mid lane with Bambo scouting ahead. He's looking for that pick-off, but MiTH going to show all of themselves at bottom lane. This tier 2 tower's still full HP. We'll see if they use the Serpent Wards, because right now MiTH will see, okay, there's a big push coming at mid. They probably won't want to use the Serpent Wards if they want to try and defend. At the same time, they may just go for a push all the way to the tier 3 high ground. They can say, look, you guys want to push mid, we'll use Serpent Wards and push your high ground. The kills actually wave forward the creep wave here. You may see there is no glyph for MiTH, but are they going for a bit of a base trade here? I don't think they want to trade Raxes. At the same time, they can get Raxes and probably TP back in time. They drop a Sentry Ward down, they've got the Serpent Wards, onto the high ground they go. Where is Bambo? He has not TP'd back just yet. Now he's going to TP onto the little Ziggurat. Or the Moonwell, as they were called in Dota 1. With being forced out, the Serpent Ward's going, oh, there's a shotgun forward. Bambo gets barely kept alive. No, he's going to get finished off. The Centaur, I think the Stampede damage was more than enough. The Pipe is being used as well. This Epicenter just doing absolutely nothing. It hasn't actually been cast yet. The Grave going to keep Blitz alive just that little bit longer, but not for much. He's going to get way forward. Lakel's going to finish him off. He's going to finish off the Dazzle. Purge goes down. Down will go Aosin in the front line. Burrow strikes through. No damage whatsoever being done. Arbor somehow still alive. Gets a Viper Strike off on Corey, and Corey is not going to be doing any damage at this rate. Blitz is brought back. Blitz is going to be soon to maybe go down. Lakel's is actually still alive. Without the Aegis, he's in some trouble. He can't actually morph to strength. He's got no mana for it. Maybe Zephyr can hold. They had to buy back a lot. They bought back, what, 2-3 heroes? They bought back TA and Batrider to hold. And they lose a tier 3 tower. They're going to lose top range racks. They kill off 4. It's just not worth it. Like, that was a 5 for 4 trade. I think everyone on Zephyr died that fight. Yeah, everyone on Zephyr died, and they used 2 buybacks to kill off 4 heroes and still lose a tier 3 tower, a ranged Rax, and take some good damage on this bottom Raxes as well. So, end of the day, to me, that's not worth it. It looks good. Like, end of the day, you see, oh man, Zephyr held their Raxes. MiTH Trust have 4 heroes dead, and Zephyr have their 2 carries alive. But those 2 carries bought back. Well, when I say carries, I mean the TA and the Batrider. So one of their carries and one of their core heroes both had to buy back. They do get the kills, so it's worth using those buybacks, but it's still, to me, a net loss. The gold graph will show a tiny little spike upwards, but end of the day, MiTH Trust get more map control. They can go for Roshan now themselves. Boombell blinks his way in, sees that Roshan's respawn, scout out an illusion rune as well, and they'll get to work on Roshan. Manta Style's coming soon for your Viper. We're going to see Centaur with a Sand, so he's going to pick up a Heaven's Halberd fairly soon, and Morphling. The BKB not enough to keep him alive in that fight, but he can pick up some Boots of Travel, can come grab this Aegis, open up an item slot by getting the Boots of Travel, and we'll see him probably make his way towards the Roshan pit as well, as soon as he respawns. Not even using the Serpent Wards. Bambo. Goes Dagon. He's like, look man, you're going to ethereal people? I'm going to Dagon you back, but that's where the BKB comes in. Like, I don't know why. Like, Bambo, I feel, is just... I don't know if he's on tilt or he's just trying to do something extra fancy here, but first the minus and now this Dagon. Like, Dagon against Ethereal Blade's one thing, but
Dire's top tower
this is he's not just Ethereal Blade. He's got BKB. In theory, after he Ethereal someone, he's BKB. Now he has an Aegis as well, so you're getting an item to counter a hero who has BKB and Aegis, and so in theory, it just doesn't counter him at all. I'm surprised Bambo's just not going for a BKB, going for a Mask of Madness for some extra movement speed, saving for buyback. This Dagon pickup seems dubious. Very, very dubious. And now the push is coming bottom lane. MiTH Trust say, well, this time we've got Aegis on Morphling. He's also got a buyback if we really need it with the Boots of Travel, so he's got 3 lives. Luna does have buyback, and Zephyr are going to actually get a tier 1 top tower. This gives Eosin buyback as well, so he needs to be hitting a big Epicenter Blink combo in this fight to give any sort of a chance for MiTH Trust. The Tranquil Boot's still being dropped. Nicely played by Centaur. And, well... Here comes the defense. If MiTH Trust get Raxes here, I think it's more or less GG, but it's not a foregone conclusion they'll get Raxes. There is a BKB. Shotgun forward on Purge. Not enough damage there. The Stampede coming as well. That means Graves being used preemptively, and now the Viper Strike comes up. Blitz taking a lot of damage. Forces uses BKB defensively. Epicenter Burrow Strike goes through. Centaur getting low. He's going to go down to one more right click from Blitz. Blitz actually gets the kill on the Centaur. Now Morphling waveform forward with the BKB. He's not taking any damage. He gets a kill on the TA. Buyback from the Luna. Likel's in a bit of trouble with the Serpent Wards there, with the Viper and the Morphling on the front lines. They'll get these Raxes. Viper Strike will slow down Corey. Waveform forward. They want Purge. Not going to get him, Likel's. The shotgun's actually on cooldown, Likel's. He may have to use the Aegis. Will do so. We'll be respawning in a few moments time, but it was a good hold, or it wasn't even a hold. It was a good fight from Zephyr. Like, they executed as well as they could, but in the end, it's not enough. Luna dies a second time. Now Sand King in trouble as well. Viper Strike coming through. Once that Grave wears off, the poison damage, I think, will tick out. Nope, he gets sealed up. Oh, Waveform is there. Likel's waves forward, replicates out, gets himself a double kill. GG is called. Zephyr, 33 minutes in. They tap out. MiTH Trust. Well, a convincing game 1. Zephyr held on for a bit longer than I would have expected, but I think Zephyr just went a bit too unorthodox there. Too greedy with the minuses, and then just too unorthodox with like the Batrider build. Batrider build especially going for the Dagon, but I think at the end of the day, the minus on the tier and the Batrider just weren't quite necessary. MiTH Trust take game 1. It is a best of 3, guys, so we will be coming back with game number 2. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, at BTS Gods, but for now, MiTH Trust up 1-0. Best of 3 is coming your way, so game 2 will be starting shortly. MiTH Trust lead 1-0. Don't go anywhere. More Dota 2 action from the Inaugural continues soon.